For us, it's about managing the ecology of the production system, whether that's a vegetable field, whether that's a pasture, whether that's a hay field. I was just driving around. I was at that point commuting back to a farm in Western Mass part-time, going back and forth, and I'm driving past solar arrays and realizing I'm looking at it as a farmer managing pasture, managing hayland. I started noticing that, hey, I'm seeing the grass green up earlier in the spring underneath the solar panels, and then stay green more in August and stay green later in November. And I was like, there's a microclimate there, and how could we manage that microclimate? We realized there was an opportunity to graze sheep in solar arrays. So for me, it puts these two things together. There's a land protection component, that land, pull the posts out, take the panels away, you can go back to agriculture 30 years from now. In the meantime, it's secured, it's not going to turn into an Amazon warehouse, and we can raise local grass-fed lamb in there while producing renewable electricity. Like, I don't know, I love sheep, but I love that bigger picture story even more. So we're grazing across 3 counties, about 175 acres, 13 different sites, including 2 of our local just pasture sites that aren't solar, but it's 11 solar arrays. We graze for 3 different companies, and the range of solar arrays is from about 5 acres to about 25 acres, 26 acres. There's a lot of talk about how solar is cutting down trees, but it's not erasing the habitat. Every single solar array has that habitat in there, and so it's sheep and it's pollinators and it's meadow voles and it's rat snakes and it's hawks sitting on the panels hunting the snakes and the voles, and it's diverse. It's not nothing. There's something really cool too about being in a solar array after dark and watching fireflies in the area that was just all cleaned up and you didn't take out all the firefly habitat. That's amazing. Working with Walden has been great because for our family, coming into the opportunity to buy a place of our own finally, kind of in midlife, having mostly farmed for a lot of our lives, we didn't have a huge amount of capital to run out there and buy a farm. Having a big part of our business be related to solar grazing, normal finance through Farm Service Agency wasn't available to us the same way it otherwise would have been. And Walden was willing to be flexible and work with us and could see the value in this kind of unique business model and work with us to establish that headquarters. So now we've got our barns, we've got our house, we've got our home base, and we can keep managing all this land scattered all over the place that otherwise would be growing up in invasive plants and getting mowed with a brush hog once a year maybe, and like, what's the point of that?